I love doing airs in onshore conditions. This day the wind was straight onshore. It's actually a little spot, one of my favourite little spots at home. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's so much fun. Basically, I've got my kite sort of around about 45 degrees to start with, and because the wind's straight onshore, I'm just running completely along the waves. So it's basically looking down the line and picking where you want to hit. But what I'm doing with my kite is I'm sheeting it in, not all the way, but pretty close to full power. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to build up as much speed as possible. Speed's everything. And what I mean by speed is controllable speed. Obviously, you know, like if you're going too fast and you're out of control, then, you know, that's not going to be good. But I believe you can pull absolutely anything off, you know, with controllable speed. And, you know, what it takes is commitment at the end of the day. Worst thing you can do is, you know, have something in your mind that you want to try and then not commit to it. That's when it doesn't work out. But if you do commit to it and you do have speed, then, you know, like anything's possible. But the key with any air is, you know, finding a nice steep ramp to launch off. When I've hit the lip and I've got myself in the air, I'm going to hold the power in to a point when I'm going to start coming back down from the air, and that's where you're going to sheet the kite all the way out. What this is going to do is it's going to allow you to actually, you know, control your landing a little bit better. So at this point, I've sheeted all the way in now on my bar to get maximum power when I'm about to launch out of the lip. And then as I basically, you know, pop out of the lip, this is where I'm going to suck my knees completely up to my body, well, as far as I can anyway. In the air, it's all about, you know, centering your gravity. The more you sort of spread your legs and bend your knees and lower your center of gravity, the more control you have over yourself. In this particular air, I'm also going to do an indie grab. Any kind of grab, I don't know, I reckon it makes the air look better a lot of the time. It also definitely ensures that you're going to lower your center of gravity as much as possible, because you have to actually, you know, suck it up and lean down to make the grab. You want to try and make the grab as soon as you can once you leave the wave, and then suck it up. And now you can see at this point I'm actually turning my board even more into the wind. The really good thing about onshore wind is the wind is blowing, you know, straight at your board when you launch out of the wave. So this helps, you know, stick your board to your feet. You want to hold this grab as long as you can. I pretty much, you know, try and hold it until I've picked exactly where I want to land on the wave. The best place to land is, you know, like on the lip or on the broken wave, because it creates air pockets and it just gives you a little bit more cushioning. If you land out in the flats, basically, you know, that's where you're going to break your board and break your knees. So if you do get to a point, like on this particular one, I think I've sort of mistimed my landing. You know, once you know you're out of control, you don't want to keep pushing it and just try and land anyway, because that's where you are going to blow your knees out or break your board. I've extended my body out and I've gone to land too early, and that's just, you know, basically made me lose my control in the air. Pull up another one. You can see here I'm doing exactly the same thing, just doing my pumps, getting ready. You know, I've picked where I wanted to launch. I've got a good sort of, you know, punt out of the lip. I haven't gone as high as that last one, but it's definitely a lot more controlled. I got a solid grab, you know, straight from the beginning. And I've also, you know, got my kite in a really good position. At this point, I've actually brought my kite up a little bit higher above my head, getting ready for the landing. Once I've picked my landing, I'm still, you know, lowering my center of gravity. I'm still, you know, like really sucked up. But just before I'm about to land, I'm going to do two things. I'm actually going to sheet out with the kite because I've brought it up above my head and I don't want it to, you know, take control over the landing. So this is essentially going to give me it's going to give me the opportunity to kill the power of the kite and then just focus on the landing. Then when I'm just about to land, you'll see here that I'm extending my whole body again. When I do connect back with the water, I need to use my knees as shock absorbers. So in summary, there's a couple of really important points with doing frontside airs. And this goes with any type of wave riding too, I believe, is, like keeping your kite low. I don't mean, like on the actual water, but, around the 45 degrees mark. The next things are, obviously your takeoff point. If that's good, then that's going to give you your best chance of landing your air. Remember, the more you can suck it up in the air, the more control you're going to have. And also, when you go to land, your knees are your shock absorbers. So try and extend your body out as much as possible. So then when you land, you can really suck it in and handle that impact of hitting the water.